Are you wondering what is the best type of investment property to buy? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the three main types of residential properties you can buy and the pros and cons of each of them and which one's my favorite. So stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Peggy Yee here with Frankly Realtors, and I'm a local real estate agent here in Northern Virginia. And on this channel, I do a lot of market updates as well as buyer and seller videos and advice just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So today I'm going to be talking about the different types of investment properties that you can buy on the residential side. So really there's three main types that you want to consider. First are single family homes, second are townhouses, and third are condos. So I'm going to go through each of these three and talk about the pros and cons and which one is my favorite. So let's get started. Number one, single family homes. So single family homes are one of the good things about single family is if you get a family in there, maybe they have kids, a lot of times those renters are going to be there for the long term. You could have somebody renting there 5-10 years that are really just happy with their house and they're not looking to move. So they tend to be a little bit more stable as renters, and then you won't have to find a new tenant every time. On the flip side of that, one of the cons to single family homes are that, one, they tend to be more expensive than townhouses or condos. So if you're just starting out, it may be already too expensive to buy a single family house as an investment property. Second, you could have more things that break down. Single family homes just have more, items that could break down that you as a landlord would have to maintain, like the roof, all of the systems, the landscaping, the property, all of that stuff. There's just more of it in a single family home versus in a townhouse or a condo. So those are some of the pros and cons to single family homes. Now, townhouses. So townhouses are kind of in that middle between, a condo and a single family home. You as a landlord do have to maintain, the roof, the inside. There may be, a fence or a small yard in the back, different kinds of things like that. So with a townhouse, you may have a middle range in terms of the pricing. You will also most likely have an HOA fee. It shouldn't be too much in Northern Virginia. I've seen it maybe, less than $100 a month to maybe $200 a month as a HOA fee. And, here you also have a little bit more tenants that are moving in and out. You could have, somebody who is renting in a townhouse could be somebody that just can't afford to buy right now, but they are thinking about buying. So you could have a little bit more turnover with townhouse residents. But one of the things that I really like about townhouses is that they are in kind of that middle range of pricing. The numbers tend to work out better than a condo just because the condo fees are a lot more expensive than what you'll find with an HOA. And so the townhouse, even though you may have some expenses in terms of maintenance, they're not going to be as much as a single family home. So it's a good, middle ground for an investment property in terms of what the potential expenses are and how long-term your tenants may be there for. Okay. And then the last type of property that you could buy would be a condo. And so condos are the cheapest in general. They're just lower priced than what you would find with a townhouse or a single family house. But on the flip side of that, they also have very high condo fees. So you have to make sure that if you buy a condo, you're going to buy one that either has lower condo fees or you're buying it at a price where it still makes sense taking into account all of those condo fees. In this area, condo fees can range, from $400 and up. Especially in some of these older condo buildings in Northern Virginia, you could have condo fees that are like $900, $1,000, which could potentially even be more than your mortgage payment. So you really have to look out for condo fees. Even if the price of the condo is really low, most likely it means that the condo fee is really high. So you got to make sure that you're finding that balance. experience, especially as an investment property, and understanding what your monthly cash flow is going to be with a condo. With a condo also, you do tend to have, you know, renters that are more transient. So maybe they're renting for a year, maybe they're, you know, young and single and they're renting, different things like that. So you want to make sure that, you know, you find a good tenant, but there's much more turnover with condos. So just something to think about with the condos. So my favorite to invest in is townhouses. I think they are the best balance between not having too much maintenance and having, you know, potential for renters that will stay a little bit longer, and then also that cash flow aspect of having a lower, you know, HOA fee versus buying a condo with a high condo fee. So if you guys have any questions about, you know, investing or buying and selling property in Northern Virginia, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'd be happy to help. My phone number is 703-349-0143, or email me at peggy@peggyyee.com. Thanks.